A bit about sort of health from our point of view. We believe in this integrated approach to health and wellness. So nutritional cleansing, detoxification, like it's part of the paradigm of health. Obviously, mindset, physical training, work lifestyle integration, the spirituality, everything around it, the people you surround yourself with, all these factors impact our health. But what we're specifically going to talk about tonight is more of that nutritional paradigm and how you can really top yourself up and really nutrient saturate yourself with whole food eating, learn how to detoxify and add in some processes to your everyday week so that you can have access to the same tools and systems that some of our professional athletes are using, but also the everyday and the weekend warriors. So a bit about me. My name's Koch-Callaghan and I'm a physiotherapist by trade. I got introduced to Isogenics and their nutritional cleansing system probably about 2.5 years now. The reason this sort of was put in front of me is because I've been working for about two years to sort of get my health back. I'd had long-standing fatigue and I'd seen everything from doctors to nutritional doctors to naturopaths to sports dietitians to, leading experts within my realm, because working as a physio, I had access to a lot of people, and working in elite sport, I had access to a lot of people as well. So, but the thing I found is none of it really got me to the point where I could self-manage and I felt good again. So when this sort of came across my desk, I was the 9-month skeptic. I had to look into it. I had my health ego on. I don't have a nutritional background, but for some reason I thought I knew more about the nutritional program than the people that had put it together. But eventually I saw a lot of results around me, and within 9 months I just went, bugger it, I'm going to give it a go. And my story is, just to keep it short, within 2 weeks I noticed a massive shift in my body, which is what I've been looking for, because it doesn't matter all these things that people are giving us. If you don't notice a change, then it hasn't really worked. So for me to notice a shift, and then if you look at the top left-hand corner of the screen, that was the end of my first 30 days. So I didn't start the program to lose weight. I just wanted to get my energy back. I just wanted to get my gut health back on board. And I nailed those two things in the first 2 to 3 weeks. So I was naturally quite happy. And then to get the six-pack back and sort of, have a change in my physical composition, and then finding it easy to get back into training, I found that was something that, was quite good. And then naturally I shared it with a friend, Tully, who's a physio. He went on to share it with his family and had some great results there. He was already, that guy was pretty healthy. And, from 0 to 10, he was about 9 out of 10, 9.5 out of 10. The only issues he had was with sleep and his energy and recovery after training. And he noticed a massive shift with that, even with a guy that's already healthy. Glennie lost close to 10 kilos in the first month. And then he went on to lose about 15 to 17 kilos total. And now he's actually put on about 6 to 7 kilos of muscle mass as well. So it naturally became something quite easily that, as a health professional and in the physical paradigm, I said, well, I'm just going to add it as a tool in my belt, start sharing it with people. And naturally I started to, the company would say, well, thanks for sharing it. And they'd send me a little email saying, you've earned $200 or $300. And I was like, okay, this is great. It's not the reason I got on board to do this, but I just used that to pay for my products the next month. And then I found myself keeping on doing that. And then 2.5 years later, we've got this group of people that probably 80% just love the products. And then there's 20% of us that go out there and share it with others because we want to, and we want to really impact some people. So that's my story. And what I'll do is I'll quickly kick into the ins and outs of why this program works. And I guess the key thing isn't to separate nutrition into all its different, paradigms of, like, are we doing paleo? Are we supplementing? Are we eating whole foods, organic, all that type of stuff? But to really look at what the body needs. So if we look at doing no harm, keeping the bad stuff out, which is a mindset, a choice, then we look at improving our gut health so that we can absorb food, because food's about absorption, not just about what we eat. Then we can help the body's, natural filters detoxify and cleanse, because we can probably all agree that our environment's changed a little bit. Then all we have to do is match our body building block for building block. So we need carbs, we need fats, we need proteins, we need all the vitamins, minerals, trace minerals. And this is where the cutout diets and all that stuff don't work, because your body needs those building blocks to function. So the idea is to eat as clean as you know and match your body building block for building block with your system, and then take that into a healthy lifestyle and get whatever results you're looking for. So coming back to, again, like we said, we really want to make sure that you realize that nutrition is about whole food eating and supplementation. And we want to talk about ways that you can match your body building block for building block. So you're probably asking, what is Bfree and who is this community that we're introducing you to? Basically, we're just a group of open-minded individuals who are very health conscious. We've got everything from health professionals in the physical paradigm, nutritional paradigm. We've got some spiritual guys over in Indonesia. Then we've got everyday mums, dads. We've got health enthusiasts who just love going to the gym, and also just your weekend warriors who play footy and stuff. So that's the Bfree community, and all we do is we collaborate with Isagenix because it's made a shift in our life, and it's been a great product that we're happy to share. So that's enough from me. What I'm going to do is just play a quick video, because a lot of the time people ask, like, as a health professional, why do I collaborate with Isagenix? And a lot of it is about more the values of who they are and where they're taking this business. And that was a big thing that got me to really take notice. So hopefully that can do the same for you. Now, I'll press play. Gab, can you just let me know if the sound's working?
We are on a mission to get this planet healthy.
You're in control of your own future.
It was just like a light switch flipped on the inside.
Okay, so first off, thank you for pressing play. My name's Eric, and a friend may have sent this to you or invited you to their home to watch this, and you may act this just to get that person off your back. Or maybe you accidentally press play while flipping through Facebook. Or in a perfect world for us, you're just here to get educated about the real truth about Isagenix. But hey, you're here, so you may as well check us out. There's a lot of energy and buzz around Isagenix right now, and it's because we have so many people joining every single day. But it's important that you don't just join because of the hype or because everybody else is doing it. It's important that you get educated and really figure out, can this really be a solution for you? I mean, can this really work? Because this is not for everybody, but it is for people who are ready to change, people who are ready to get healthier, people who are ready to lose some weight, put on some lean muscle mass, and just start to feel younger and maybe earn some extra income. And if that's not you, then that's okay. But if it is, then you're in the right place.
Before Isagenix, I was just exhausted. I'd actually quit working. I just was too tired. I was too stressed out. And so I really lost a piece of me at that time. I was stuck in a home, in a body, in a lifestyle that I just wasn't fitting me. And I just was screaming from the inside, for somebody to help me. I was actually introduced to Isagenix by my friend Barbara Price, and she just randomly called me and was like, "Trisha, I'm following you on Facebook. I can tell that life is not going so hot for you, and I think I have something for you." And my ears, my heart, everything just opened up. Before I even got off the phone, I knew I was going to start. 5 days into the product, a light turned on inside me. I felt so incredible. But the best part was I was in the kitchen cleaning, and a song came on that I love, and I found myself dancing. And then a few minutes later, my kids ran into the kitchen, and normally I'd be like, "Get out." And I started chasing them. We ran outside. We were just running around and playing, jumping off things. And I realized I was playing with my kids for the first time in a really, really long time. They were getting their mom back.
We are one of the fastest growing companies in the world because we offer lifestyle solutions that really work. Our society is unhealthy. Obesity is rising, and it's because we are bombarded with high calorie, empty, toxic nutrition every day. These poor eating habits just equate to sick, unhealthy people, and that's just dangerous for our world. This is how Isagenix can help. Now, we could go on and on and on about how we have no compromise products that are sourced from the best possible places on earth and put together by a team of scientists who are always on the leading edge of what's out there. But the only way that you're actually going to go from one of those skeptics into a big believer is if you put the products in your body and let your body tell you if they work or not.
Love the products. Being a former professional athlete, I'm a product guy. So I got right on the program, 30-day fat burning system. I felt great. And even at the age of 50, I was able to do the things I wanted to do from a workout standpoint. I have a big family. I have 8 children. And right away, I introduced the product line to our family. They all love the shakes. I cannot keep the strawberry shake in the house. And so it's nice to know that, you're giving your children good nutrition.
The reason why we have continued to grow and expand since 2002 is because our products produce results, both visually and emotionally. That's why nutritionists, medical professionals, professional athletes, and just ordinary people are being attracted to Isogenics. One of the best parts of what we got going on is our support, our coaching, and our community that people can plug into, like our Healthy Mind and Body program that helps people stay motivated to reach their goals. Now, another cool thing is our IsaBody Challenge, which is something that we offer that's a 16-week health transformation challenge where you want to take your before picture, but the real key is you want to look as sad as possible. Stick your gut out, frown your face, slump your shoulders, and then go on the Isogenics products, take your after picture. At the end of the 16 weeks, you write a little story about how your life has changed. This is by far one of the most incredibly moving things that we do every single year. I mean, the thousands of stories of transformation that come in are remarkable.
When I got in Isogenics, I was all in. And I had 16 weeks to get ready for this bodybuilding show. Just so happened the IsaBody Challenge is 16 weeks. So I said, why not? I'm just going to submit my photos. We'll see what happens. I really wanted to put this system to the test. So this is my 16-week transformation. This was me getting ready for a national level men's physique show in Chicago. Got a call a couple months later, and it was from Eric congratulating me on being an IsaBody finalist, and I couldn't believe it. That experience alone just opened up so many opportunities and so many doors for me. I took my Will-Powered program that I have as my personal business, and I combined those strategies with Isogenics at the same time. It was just phenomenal. Like, my dad's in better shape now at 55 than he ever has been. He lost like 35 pounds and he gained 8 pounds of lean muscle. It was just shocking results.
You can see that our products work. And when you have a positive experience with products that work, it's so natural to share your results with other people. And we already do this with things that we love. This is why Isogenics has chosen the business model of network marketing, which is kind of like word of mouth marketing. The best things in life are shared by people talking to people. So Isogenics will actually pay you and say thank you for sharing these products with other people and helping us impact more lives. And this solution, the need for more money, is huge, because the two limiting factors for people who don't live the life that they want is they don't have enough time and they don't have enough money. And Isogenics is a vehicle to help you create more of both. I mean, just think about what some more time and what some more money would do in your life. You could start traveling more, give back, spend more time at home with your kids, and just doing the things that you love.
Network marketing is a vehicle. It's the beginning of living life however you want to live it. It's the greatest profession that has ever hit our generation, and it is one that really is. It's the beginning. But my family, they're so incredibly supportive, and at first when I started, they didn't quite understand, but as soon as they saw the transformation in me, they were all in. Network marketing is a platform for personal excellence in all areas of your life. So building a business requires you to develop into a leader, to develop into your most authentic self, to develop into someone who really lives for others. What success in this business means is not just the freedom to feel how you want to feel, but the freedom to just live a life which is for others, because you are taking care of yourself. My mom is my hero. I love her so much, and she was the reason that I really went for it in this business, because one of my biggest dreams was to retire her. And with Isogenics, just last year she retired from her 39-year hardcore career as a fabulous educator of our children.
Now, what you put into this is what you're going to get out of it. This is not some get-rich-quick scheme that happens overnight. This requires work and dedication, just like anything else that's worthwhile. But it is so worth it. You can start small just by sharing with a few friends and get your products paid for, because real wellness is when you can actually afford your health. And if you really want to build a great income, then you can. And like many people, which they love, in Isogenics, you can start earning money in the pockets of your life.
Thank God for Isogenics, because our son, AJ, was born on the autism spectrum. With the income that Chris and I are making from Isagenix, we can afford to give him the help he needs. And my message for anyone watching this who thinks they don't have the time, if your child's future depends on it, you will make the time.
I'd always wanted to make a difference in the world, and I never knew how. So I guess it's a business, but it's just something like I have to share with people. I'm compelled to share. If you make the decision to do it and stick with it. It's not an overnight thing.
Now, I'd like to introduce you to two people who introduced me to Isagenix, who happen to be my parents, the co-founders, Jim and Kathy Cooper.
We started Isagenix to create a company that did it right, that was all about the people, that put its people first, and that people could count on something for the rest of their life.
And we wanted to impact world health because there's a lot of people suffering out there, and we have an answer to address those problems.
People call me all the time and tell me how their lives have been changed. And that's what gets me up in the morning. When I hear the moms that are able to stay home with their children, the families that are, able to pay their car payments, their house payments, that are creating freedom for their families.
And the way we measure growth is by how many more people are benefiting from our products, because we know that they're life-changing, life-transforming.
In the health and wellness industry right now, people are looking for solutions. They're looking for more energy. They're looking for more endurance. They're looking for healthy aging, and they're looking to keep their bodies in great shape. So, we are leading the pack. We truly are.
This is an exciting time because the whole world needs what we have, and we're just having so much fun sharing it and building our Isagenix future together.
My job is to find out what are the needs of the individuals that I'm talking to. Weight loss, energy, performance, healthy aging, wealth creation. But the key is we have to ask the right questions and then point them in the right direction when we know which solution is good for them.
Isagenix is not for everyone, but it is for a lot of people. It's for people who can recognize a great opportunity. It's for people who really are ready to amplify their life, whether it's physically, financially, as a leader. It's for people who love being part of an incredible, positive, supportive community.
Every event is a celebration of what we're doing and of this huge global movement that we have. And we're on a similar mission, and that's really exciting.
It's a train that can't be stopped because somebody's going to get results and they're going to tell people and they're going to get results and you can't stop it if the product works. It works very, very well. You're actually helping people get healthier.
So hopefully you now have a better idea of what Isagenix is all about. We realize you may want to change something in your life, but you just may not be ready. But if you're somebody that is ready, we've got a real solution here. And if you want to learn more about all the stats and the studies and the ingredients, that's awesome because we have all the details that you want by going to isaproduct.com. If you also want to learn about how you can earn an income, we have the systems in place with isagenixbusiness.com to help get you started. So you don't have to feel like you go out and reinvent the wheel. But if you're the person who's ready to start now, like today, the person who directed you to this video can get you started right away so you can get plugged into the Isagenix family. Thank you so much for watching this, and I cannot wait to meet you at an event.
Alrighty, so basically that's like a 10-minute interview of the entire company from the product to the science all the way through to sharing it. And I know it goes for 10 minutes, but I want you to just think about what are the positive things that you were thinking of? What are the little things that really popped out and you're like, oh, that was interesting. Like, I wouldn't mind losing 5 or 10 kilos, or I wouldn't mind helping some more people. I wouldn't mind putting on 4 kilos of muscle mass. Or I wouldn't mind finding something to substitute my willpower program, which I use in the gym. So the idea is to really promote this full picture of nutritional health, which is utilizing the system and eating as clean as we know and adding it into an active lifestyle. So just to give you a bit of an idea, they mentioned in the video that if you're a science nerd like me, head to isagenixhealth.net and check out all the research. We've got third-party systematic reviews. We've got their own independent research. But if you're like me, you want to see that people not just from Isagenix have done the studies, but also others as well. But basically that goes into the ins and outs of it, right? And probably the fact that we're attracting a lot of sports dietitians and a lot of naturopaths and health professionals and everyday people, I think that says a lot for the company as well, to be attracting that caliber of people as well. If you want to know more details about the product, so like what's in it, all the programs plant-based, no compromise, nothing synthetic, nothing artificial, except for the undinatured whey protein, which is from New Zealand. And if you know protein, you know the best protein comes from New Zealand. They also have a plant-based protein coming from the States to Australia very soon. So you can do both if you like. But just quickly, just give you a bit of an idea about what the program actually involves. So the idea is, if you look at your body as a car and it's got filters and it's got the radiator, which are the things that basically, they're like your liver, your pancreas and your kidneys in your body. We need to help the body cleanse and detoxify from our environment, from our lifestyle, from so many things. So they've got a product called Cleanse for Life, which you combine once a week with intermittent fasting. We know the benefits of intermittent fasting, and you're combining that with Chinese herbs and botanicals in Cleanse for Life, which are things like turmeric and ashwagandha and all things that we've all heard of, but in therapeutic doses, which can actually create a change in your body. And then what you're trying to do is you want to settle gut health. So there's things for gut health such as Isoflush. It's got like aloe vera, bentonite clay. It's things that are, again, known. And if you're a naturopath or a nutritional scientist, I'm not, but you know that these products and these ingredients are known to help gut health. Then you've got the shakes, isolane shakes, or the smoothies. So these have got the perfect balance of proteins, fats, and carbs. It's also got digestive enzymes, pre and probiotics. So like, I'm not sure if you've taken your Kult or you eat yogurt to get the probiotics. It's got the equivalent to that in the smoothie. Plus it's got all the trace minerals and everything else as well. So I wake up in the morning and have this as like a smoothie, or I have it after a workout, or you can have it as something that you eat during the day. Now, the next one is to manage stress, which we can all agree is something that affects a lot of us, and most of us use maybe a coffee for energy or Red Bull. So they've got something called Ionic Supreme. So Ionic Supreme has got adaptogens in it, which are basically, again, coming back to Chinese medicine. Adaptogens are things, plant-based food products, which are known to help the body wake up and get out of bed in the morning, but also help it sort of relax and calm back down at night. So it's a thing that'll get you out of bed before your alarm clock, and it's a thing that'll help you relax at nighttime. So it can be used for both. Then on the side of that, we've got Product B. So Product B won a Nobel Prize for the first step in anti-aging. Again, go and check out IsoProduct AU, and you can get the ins and outs of all the science and the details. And then basically around that are all the little spark plugs, vitamins, minerals, and all the bits of I guess all the pieces of the car that make the car tick over and work. So you've got your main 5 pillars, which are cleanse, get the bad stuff out. You've got the isolane shakes for gut health, and also the best source of protein from New Zealand. You've got Ionic Supreme for adaptogens to help manage stress and energy. And you've got Product B. And what I haven't shown there is e-shots as well, which is something that can help you have that natural hit of energy without needing a Red Bull or things like that. Now, the disclaimer is just here to say that it is just food. It's not here to diagnose, prevent, or cure anything. It is to be combined with an active lifestyle and whole food eating. It's not instead of. It's a supplementation program to supplement those things, but it is all natural and it is food. So that's the key thing to recognize. And again, the fact that Olympic athletes and people like that can use that is a good testament to the quality of the product. Now, what we're going to do is enough hearing from me, enough hearing from the company. We're going to introduce a couple of the people from our Bfree community. So we've got Gabrielle on the line, and she is a beautiful lady I met a couple of years ago, and she's currently pregnant. She utilised the program after having her first baby. Her and her husband own a pharmacy, and they've utilised the program together. And they've both started sharing it as well. So what I'd like to do is, Gab, if you're there, can you just share your story on how you found it with weight loss and how you found it with healthy aging? You can unmute yourself. Where are we? Or I can unmute you. Gabrielle. Okay. You should be good to go.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, gotcha.
Hi, everyone. So, oh my gosh, my daughter's coming out now to bother me. She's been quiet this whole time. Yes, so I'm Gabrielle, and before I started on the program, I was feeling really average. I'd actually, I had lost a bit of weight and through really healthy ways that I knew to do that. But I was still feeling really tired. Darling, I just need a minute. I was feeling really tired and was easily stressed, and I still had baby brain, like, well, a year on from having the baby. So I had a few kilos, well, what I thought was just a few stubborn kilos to lose because I'd already lost 10. And what really got me interested in the program was I'd been Facebook stalking a few colleagues while I was on maternity leave. And I just had noticed that they were looking younger, fresher, happier, glowing. And, you know, they didn't share that they were doing this program with me until about 6 months afterwards. And it was the mental clarity and the energy that I wanted. And that's why I started. So I never took a before photo. This photo that you can see on the screen was a couple of weeks into the program, and I'd already lost like 4 kilos. So I thought, oh God, this stuff works. I'm going to take a photo now. And then all up, I lost 10 kilos. So from thinking I had just a couple of kilos, I lost 10 kilos, and my body had just never been in better shape. And I put on a few kilos of muscle, and I just kept going from strength to strength. And honestly, my husband and I feel younger. Even now, at 37 weeks pregnant, I feel better than I did in my mid-20s, to be honest with you. So this program has, you know, worked so well for us and really changed our lives in a lot of ways. I got that, and you know, in that first month, that light switched on, and I got that energy that I was looking for, and it's just gone from strength to strength over to almost 2 years now. And this pregnancy has been a breeze compared to my first one, and I don't know if I can attribute that to Isogenics, but I certainly was in a fitter, stronger place when I conceived than the first time round. So, and now I just love introducing people to this program, and so they can get their own transformations too.
That's awesome, Gab. And yeah, thanks for taking the time to get on. I know you are a busy mum, and I know you've got a young daughter there at the moment. She's hassling you, so I do appreciate you taking the time on Wednesday.
Thank you.
That's all right. Thanks, Gab. So what we're going to do now is the other side of it is obviously, you know, weight loss and healthy aging is a big component and something that I guess a lot of people like yourself might be looking for. But on the flip side of that, we've got so many people that, you know, especially myself, like we work with elite athletes and they want to reduce their percentage body fat and they want to, you know, put on lean muscle mass. And, you know, after I shifted my first couple of kilos, I went on to put on about 5 or 6 kilos of muscle mass, which I hadn't been able to do since playing sport at a young age. And I guess the key component here is that athletes eat more. So we've invited Brendon onto the webinar tonight to really just have a chat with you about how he utilises the program. And he's recently gone to the Natural Bodybuilding Championships. And again, that's a testament to be able to qualify for the Natural Bodybuilding Championships. Again, shows the quality of the products. And we'll just let his six-pack speak for himself. So Brendon, if you're there, mate, can you unmute yourself and just share your story?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, gotcha, man.
All right, cool. Yeah, so basically before I was introduced to the program, I was already training 4 to 5 times a week at the gym, plus sport a couple times a week as well. So, you know, I was physically active and fit, but was still really struggling with my energy and my health. You know, as a 25, 26-year-old, having 8 hours sleep and still waking up tired all the time, and really just thinking that was normal and that I wasn't a morning person. And in terms of my health, you know, I was getting sick regularly. Even though I was training, I was getting sick, you know, probably every 6 to 8 weeks, which I just didn't think was normal. So about just over 2 years ago now, a good mate of mine introduced me to the program. And since then, my health has done a complete 360. You know, no longer have any issues with my energy levels. Now I get 6 or 7 hours of sleep a night and I wake up mentally alert straight away. Getting from the performance side, my results in the gym have just really blown me away, even though it's not what I really came into it for. It's more for energy and health. But I had such great results that I decided to, you know, compete in INBA, natural bodybuilding. And, you know, 8 weeks out, I was able to get my body to a national level stage of competition in 8 weeks, when most guys have been training for 5 to 6 months, which is really a testament to the products that there's no way without these products that I could have got to a national level in 8 weeks. But I think one of the biggest things is just how great this program is at maintaining. So a lot of people, work really hard in the gym to get results, and same as with these comps as well, and they get themselves comp ready. And then, you can see them 2 or 3 months later and they just can't maintain it because they can't maintain those results with a lifestyle balance. And if you can't maintain your results while still living a normal lifestyle, then it's just not going to work long term. And I think that's what's the biggest thing with this program is even 5-6 months after the program, I'm still nearly what I was like at when I was onto the stage. And that's, being still able to live that lifestyle balance and have that 80-20 balance. So yeah, like I said, I've been using it for 2.5 years and I'll keep using the products every day. So yeah.
Thanks, mate. That's really impressive, Brendon. I actually haven't heard that side of your story, mate. And I think the part about the maintenance side, that's the thing that I too have found is being quite easy long term. And the fact I think people like yourself and me are still using the products 2.5 years later is again a testament to the quality of the products. So thanks for mate. And I guess another big thing that people often ask, I get a lot of athletes asking me, like, can we use it? Because you probably understand that the drug testing and ASADA and these type of things is quite heightened, especially in Australian sport, especially at Olympic level. So probably the best example is the fact that like someone like Jana Pittman and her sports dietitian, Dani Catania, they actually basically promote and are happy for the athletes to use the products. And for Jana Pittman to use this system to shred down to be able to do hurdles, so she was at her lightest, but then use the exact same program to put on 10 to 15 kilos of lean muscle mass like Brendon was talking about, so that she could then be in the bobsled in the Winter Olympics, I think shows a testament of how you can match your nutrition to whatever your goal is. So whether you want to be your lightest and your fittest or your largest and your strongest, you have a tool at Olympic level, which they are using, Olympic sports dietitians are recommending now, which you can actually match your nutrition to where you want to go. So that for me was a big thing. And the fact that Olympic athletes can use it, that, means that people at national level can use it, people at state level can use it, because again, it's all natural. There's nothing synthetic and nothing that's going to get you in trouble, which is a big thing. I think for a lot of people on our team, we like to know that we're putting the best quality fuel in our body. So we talked about anti-aging, but the key thing I guess here is that the average person spends about $3,500 per year on things that make us healthy. And to be honest, a lot of it is spent on the opposite end. It's about, really managing the symptom relief. I get sick and now I want to feel better again. We want to flip that. We want you to start investing in your health and actually maintaining a healthy lifestyle and really putting your body in a space where it can really manage stress, it can manage the environment we're living in, and it can be at its healthiest point from a cellular level. So that's just something to keep in note about how much we're spending per year on things that, on ways to stay healthy. Now, how do you start the program? Everybody who starts the program with Bfree, they start with the 30-day detox. So they call that the President's Pack. So the idea is for the first 30 days is to press the reset button all the way down. So it's all the main pillars of the program plus the spark plugs that you need, combined with whole food eating and active lifestyle. And then what you do is in the second month is then you match your nutrition to basically your needs. So if you're an athlete like Brendon, you'll eat more. If you're someone like Gab, who's currently going through a pregnancy, then you'll match your nutrition to meet what you're currently going through. If you're someone who wants to lose weight, then you'll maintain the processes that you probably did in the first 30 days so that you can keep shredding that weight until you hit that baseline. And then you might find that you start wanting to put on muscle mass, which you'll probably be doing at the same time anyway. So the reason Bfree as a community, we align with Isagenix is, to be honest, I think it's because the products work. A lot of us are health conscious, and probably just some key values they have is about the no compromise quality of the products, and the fact that if it's not right for the associate, which is you, then it's not right for the company. So they're a family-owned company. Then they're not driven by mortgages and debts and got to make more money. It's really about creating the best available product and then being able to get that to the people that really need it without having to compromise because of other things. And in the process, there is the business side where they want to create a vehicle, because for most people, financial issues is the reason why we stress. It's the reason why we get sick. So they wanted to create a vehicle that everyday people could share with everyday people. And as a result of that, rather than these guys spending money on marketing, they just go, well, here, have it. It's the law of receptivity. Like, if you're going to go share it, we're going to reward you. And all you have to do is allow yourself to receive. So that's what we were talking about there is, that whole wellness wheel of health is that doesn't matter if you're the biggest yoga hippie in the world, or you're like me, you're from Fremantle and your money mindset might not be a big thing. The fact of the matter is that most marriages would be saved for $300 to $400 per month. So what we're going to do now is we're going to introduce a beautiful girl, Zoe, onto the line. So Zoe's a TV presenter. Again, she's a clinical pharmacist as well. And she's just going to share her journey on, how she got introduced, how she, a clinical pharmacist, decided to give this product a go. And then in her busy lifestyle, how she's managed to share that with some great people and start to create a secondary source of income on the side of everything else she's doing. So Zoe, if you're there, can you unmute yourself?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, gotcha.
Yep. Yay. Hi, guys. Thanks for having me. So I've just knocked off a 12-hour shift at the pharmacy, and it makes me want to do this so much more because I hated being trapped in that little box all day. So as Rory said, I am a pharmacist and I'm also a TV presenter. So I started building my business when I was in Budapest. So I wasn't even living in a country where you could do it, but I got introduced to it by a girlfriend about a month before I left. I was feeling really lethargic. I'd lacked a lot of motivation and energy. And for someone who was 26, it was similar to Brendon. I woke up feeling tired every morning and I literally just thought it was normal. I didn't think I had that many kilos to lose. I knew I could tone up a little bit, but I ended up losing about 6 kilos and I was already a size 6. And my health just improved dramatically. So by doing that, everyone started asking me what I was doing, and I naturally became, I guess, a business builder. It's still early days for me. I'm probably been doing it for about 5 months. But to give you guys an idea, I was able to literally just share my story and share it, I guess, quite honestly and openly. Like the first week I struggled, went from this to that. But I think the beauty of it was that by loving the product so much and people seeing the results, I've been able to gradually, and it's still early days, but gradually start to build this business enough that I was able to put the money I'd earned back into it. And I flew to Bali where I met Rory and the crew and did a lot of learning and I guess self-development and that, and really saw the vision and saw what everyone at Bfree was doing and what it was all about. And I think that was the game changer for me. That was the moment when I met with everyone and learned with them that this is real, that I actually could do this. And I guess I was a little bit skeptical, sort of similar to Rory too. I thought I was pretty smart because I was a pharmacist and I knew lots. But I think, I've learned how, I guess, if you genuinely believe in this product, believe in yourself and get good results, be a product of the product, it all sort of happens quite naturally. Yes, you go out there. Yes, you put yourself out there, but this is really real. I think I really look forward to what I can achieve in the next little bit, and everyone can do this. I think the best part was when I realized that it didn't matter I was a pharmacist or a presenter or whatever, it mattered the results I got and that other people could get them too. So that's sort of my story in a nutshell. But like I said, early days, but I'm in this for the long run, and I'm so incredibly grateful that the Bfree team helped me see that vision and helped me with all of the learning. Yeah.
Thanks for sharing, Zoe. That's awesome.
Thanks for having me.
That's wicked. And so guys, I guess the key thing here is start for yourself. But if you are one of those people that is looking for a community to collaborate with, like Bfree, like they're all positive, they're all open-minded. Yeah, we think a little bit differently, but we're just open to things and we just want to check stuff out and see if it really works for ourselves. And, just start to think, if there's anything in the program that really sparked your interest and you're like, you know what, I'm just going to give it a crack. Just remember that you can get started and 30 days into it, you can send the boxes back empty and get your money back. So there's really no risk. But then if you find that you're like Zoe, you're like me, you're like Brendon, all these guys who had a lot of knowledge about health, we're not nutritional experts, but we looked enough into the program to then give it a crack and then to create the change, then you'll find that people start naturally asking you about what you're doing. So have a think to yourself now, like, if this does work for you, if this is something that, you know, it's just not a couple of guys on the computer trying to like push a product, and that's the last thing we want to do, but we really just want to be open and honest and be like, just have a think, like, if this could work for you, give it a go, and then start thinking outside of that. Because as a health professional, I would sit in a clinic and I would see maybe 40 to 50 people per week. As a 28-year-old now, with one tool, so this tool here, a nutritional program, I've seen bigger health changes, not just physically, mentally, emotionally, with this product than I have through anything I ever did as a physiotherapist. And I'm happy to say that. So that is such a massive thing, because, you know, to have a network of, say, 10,000 people, and as a young 28-year-old to have tripled your physio wage 3 times over, it just allows me to have the freedom to go out there and help people in so many more different ways. So just have a think to yourself, who could you help? And I guess this is a great little graph about basically, if you share the program with 2 people in the first 30 days, you can get between $150 and $370 back from the company just for doing that, by taking the time to set up a friend or start with a couple of friends. And then the key is, I guess, is that they probably want to do the same. They probably want to find out a way to get a rebate in the cost of their program. So if you then teach them how to share the program with 2 people, they get the same $150 to $370 back when they share it. And then the company goes a step further and goes, well, you know, if you do this in the first 30 days, we're going to give you a $50 bonus for helping do U+2, so sharing the product with 2 people. And then if you help your 2 buddies share the program and eat for free as well, we're going to give you $100 for each person. So by doing U+2, then +2 in the first 30 days, you can basically get $820 back, which is actually $220 more than the cost of the program started. So you could use that for your next month. And that's how simple it is. And this is where people like Zoe and myself have just gone, well, you know, it's worked for me. It's something I naturally share. And same as Brendon and same as Gab. And we've just started over 2.5 years. We've just done that with as many people that are interested. You don't have to be pushy, you don't have to be a salesman, but if people see your results and you ask, all you have to do is tell them and then take the time to set them up. Or you can just refer them back to the person who started you on the program, and they can do this. So whatever it is, it's up to you. But I do understand that the program needs to be cost effective for everybody. So know that this process is there so that you can eat for free too. So what do? Your role is just to use the products, recommend the products to anybody that is open to it or anybody that you'd love to help. And then like people like Zoe and Brendon, like identify people that actually capture the vision of, okay, well, network marketing really is the business of the 21st century. This is a company, a product, and a community that I really want to align with. And I'm going to do this on the side of what I'm doing. And I'm going to find some people that want to do it with me. So you can identify people that you'd like to work with. I think that's the best part, is that you get to choose your own workplace. Imagine if you went to work and you could choose all the buddies that you got to hang out with every day. And then the key is to start locally. So, you know, as an example, we started in Perth, but now we've expanded to the East Coast and New Zealand and obviously America, and Indonesia's just launched. And they've only launched into 14 out of 88 countries. We haven't even gone to the UK yet. And I guess just to finish this all off, guys, talking about the aspect of sharing, if you are really looking at this, not just as a product point of view, but as a legitimate business, just think that if you change your focus from making money to serving more people is the thing that's going to make the money come in. And I guess the fact that the product serves, it's the proof is in the pudding and it works. All you have to do then is just be open to share and help as many people as you can. So that's it for me, guys. I'd like to really appreciate you all for taking your time to come join us on a Wednesday night. Thanks for everybody that shared their stories. Next Wednesday, we're going to have Anna Richards and some other great crew on. So if you want to invite some people to come join us next week, feel free to invite some friends, and hopefully we'll talk to you soon. Thanks, guys.